did you just nut? And he like, yeah, I am so sorry. Welcome back to Prime Time, y'all, and I'm back at it again with another story time. But before we get into this story time, baby, go ahead and get your meal, your drink, your blunts, or your snack, and tell your man or sneaky link that you will have to call them back, because Prime just dropped a new story time. So, y'all, we just gonna hop right into this story. Let's not waste no time, baby. It's Sunday, okay? Anyway, so, boom, this story time takes place, you know, mid-May. It's like May 16th, May 17th. Yeah, it's May 16th. You know, I'm on Sniffies, right? I'm on Sniffies, y'all. Because, you know, honestly, I'm getting tired of Grindr. It be the same motherfuckers on Grindr day in and day out. And I just be thinking to myself, like, damn, this shit don't, like, switch up. Like, this shit don't shuffle or nothing. Like, it's just the same motherfuckers. Like, just the same dick on repeat. Like, this is so boring. So I'm like, you know, I'm on a new app. So I'm like, on Jags, Tammy, fucking Sniffies and shit. Just like, look, we gonna find something. But so I end up meeting this guy on Sniffies. So I want to say he's 20, 21, which is young for me. Okay, that's real young for me. Even though I'm only 22, y'all know I love my men older. Okay, and as we go through this story, you're gonna be like, yeah, I see why you mess with older men. Okay, cause shit. So I want to say he like 20, 21. And y'all, he Caucasian, brown eyes. He slim, like I don't want to say he bony, because you know, y'all remember Kevin. Now Kevin, now that's bony girl. Now Kevin, slim, less skeleton. But this man, he was just slim, like he had just a little bit, like you can see his rib cage still, but like his other, like his arms, legs, it had a little bit of meat on it. But other than that, he was pretty skinny too. Like, it was really giving Shaggy, y'all. Just imagine Shaggy, you know, from Scooby-Doo. However, he not that tall. He only like 5'9". So he was only just a little bit taller than me, because I'm 5'7". So he hits me up on the Sniffies. I'm like, okay, who is this? Like, it's, y'all, the town that I am in is so small that, like, I've kind of gotten to the point where, like, I already know all the gays in the area. Like, it's like a handful, okay? And if I'm being honest, none of them really my type. So I'm kind of just like, damn, like I say, it's the same old shit out in this country, okay? So when this guy hit me up, I was like, oh shit, who the fuck is this? So, you know, I look at his profile, you know, on Sniffies, like, mainly, if you go on that app, like, people don't have no face pics on there, like, usually it's just a dick, a booty hole. If you do see a face pic, it's usually somebody face pic of them giving somebody some head. You know, that's... Or, you know, you might have a body pic. But other than that, ain't nobody like, you know, no cute photos. It's a dick, booty hole, and chest. Or if you got a face, they giving somebody some guac, okay? So when he hit me, I was like, oh snap, you know, I'm looking at his profile, you know, his age, his stats is on there. Even, and you know what I like about Sniffies, y'all, it even tells you, like, you know, they pea size, like how big is that meat? So I'm like, okay, it says on here he got a 6, you know, I'm looking at the picture. It's cute, you know, he got a nice cute bush. I'm like, oh, okay, I love me a bush, because, you know, a lot of these guys nowadays, they be shaving, you know. I'm kind of just like, where my bushes at? You know, bushes, stand up. Stand up. Where y'all at? So, you know, it's real early in the morning. You know, we chopping it up. But, you know, I'm strictly on, like, business. I'm like, look, I'm just trying to smash and do the dish. So, I'm like, where you at? Because, like, we could see each other location. Like, it says, like, he less than a mile. So, he's that close. I'm like, okay, you know, pull up. You know, I can host, you know, my man's is at work. So, like, what's up? You know, I already seen your piece. You see my piece. Like, you hit me up, like, what you trying to do? You know, he like, look, I'm trying to do this, you know. And I'm like, okay, cool, like, because I'm in a bottoming mood, okay? So, come on, come over, baby, like, and we getting it cracking. So, y'all, this man proceeds to tell me that he don't got a car. I was like, what the fuck? You don't got no car at 20, 21? You know, I know everybody's life is different, you know, so I'm not really judging, but I'm judging because, like, in this moment, I'm like, damn, like, this is inconvenient. So I'm like, okay, I guess I could come over and like, you so close, like, you host? And he like, no, I don't host either. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? So at this point, I'm thinking in my head, like, this is a chop. But when I looked at his location again, I'm like, damn, this man is less than a mile. Then I was about to chop him still, because I'm like, you can't host, you can't travel. Like, I got to pick you up and drop you off. But then he sent me his location. So I was like, oh, okay. So, I put in my GPS. The fucking ETA was so small, it didn't even put in, like, the car. Baby, it put in the walk-in. How long it would take if it's a walk. Baby, the walk was 30 minutes. So I was like, oh, okay. It says that the walk is 30 minutes from me. So, I sent him my location. I'm like, you come over here, just walk or whatever. And like, I don't really feel like walking. And I'm just like, oh my God. But at the same time, y'all, I'm horny. And like I said, his piece looked good. So I was like, okay, let me get a face pic to see, because at this point, I still don't got no face pic. But like, I'm like, if his face pic is eating, like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm finna come scoop him. So, he sent me a face pic. I'm like, he decent or whatever. I'm like, I guess I could go get him, since it's like a 4-minute drive and a 30-minute walk. So I'm like, okay, that's real quick. Like, that's less than 5 minutes. If it was more than 5 minutes, because I literally said in my head, if this shit more than 5 minutes, it's a wrap. And y'all, why, when I put it on the car mode, it say 4 minutes. I said, oh, he lucky. Because one thing about me, I don't like picking up no motherfucking body, okay? Like, it's either you gonna come to me or I'm coming to you. Like, it's no, look, I'm not no bus driver, okay? I'm not, look, no carpool. What they call it, I'm not doing all that. Especially if you're not giving out no motherfucking gas money. I'm already showered and douched and everything. So I'm like, okay, boom, all I gotta do is get dressed and go scoop him. So, I just put on some shorts and a t-shirt. And, I head that way. Because, the weather outside was decent that day. So I'm like, look, I don't gotta put too much on, which is cool. So, I go get him, like, 4-minute drive. I pull up. This man not even in front of the residence. Y'all, he's on the side. Y'all, he's on the curb, on the corner of the curb, already waiting for me. I'm like, damn, so I really never had to drive a whole 4 minutes. Like, baby, it was 3. So, I'll say his name because he gave me his name. What we gonna call him, child? We gonna call him Shaggy, because that's, like I said, that's what the fuck he looked like, no shade. So Shaggy proceeds to get in the car. He like, oh my God, this is a nice car. He like, what car is this? I tell him my car, and I'm like, yeah, I just got it, period. He like, oh, that's cool. So he told me how he done just moved out here, and I'm like, I could tell, because, like, I have not seen you around here. Like I said, baby, this motherfucking town is so small, baby, I could count on my one hand how many gays is in this area. So, of course, you must be new. You ain't got to tell me, okay? So, but he's talking and talking. So, at first, it started off as a cool, like, back and forth conversation as we're driving back. But the closer we got, I'm like, which was not too long, like, he's really started to talk. I'm like, damn, like, what the fuck? Like, we just, don't get me wrong, I love to talk. But, like, y'all, he was talking about some unimportant shit. I'm like, okay, like, I don't really give a fuck about that anyway. So, boom, we pull up and then we come back in here into my apartment, and he's still fucking talking. Like, he's talking about everything in my apartment as soon as we get in, like the motherfucking pictures in the living room, the motherfucking YouTube side, or the motherfucking table. If y'all watch my game now, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. He talking about my cats, which I already had the motherfuckers put up, but he just saw a picture of my cats. And I'm like, yeah, I got them put up right now. He like, oh, can I see them? I'm like, yeah, I guess you can afterwards, but they put up right now. I'm not trying to, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So like I said, we come up in here, get undressed, I'm ready. He's still fucking talking. So y'all, he see my fucking Legos in the bag. He see my motherfucking Legos in the bag, and he go crazy. Like, he goes like feral. He like, oh my fucking God, are those Legos? I'm like, at first I'm kind of just like, oh, yeah, it's Legos or whatever, It's Legos, because I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm low-key a big kid sometimes, I can be real mature, but, like, I couldn't be a kid like I really wanted to when I was young, so, baby, I can afford Legos, so I'm getting me some Legos. So, he looking at my Legos like, oh my God, you got this one, that one, this one, and I'm like, yeah, But at this point, I'm like butt ass naked and he's still fully clothed, like going over each fucking Lego. Mind you, I got over hella Legos over there. I might put a picture right here, but it's over there on that dresser, like my Legos. But I might put a picture so y'all can see, like, okay, you know, the Lego shit, if you like Legos. So I'm kind of just like, okay, you ready to get started? He's like, oh yeah. So, you know, he get undressed and then he was about to go in for a kiss, y'all. And then I smelled that breath and I was like, hold on. That breath kind of, now it wasn't hot, but it had a little twang to it. It was kind of one of those breaths where it was like, it wasn't morning breath, but it smelled like he had like brushed his teeth and his mouth was just like real salivally. It just smelled his breath smelled damp. Do that make sense? His breath smelled damp as fuck. And I was like, I'm not a big kisser. Even though I said in the messages when we was talking about what we into, I'm talking about like we kissing. But he ain't clock it. I was trying to be nice. I could have just told him right then and there that, oh baby, that breath is damp. That's what the fuck it was. Like that breath was, he like, oh okay, that's cool. And so, you know, I proceed to go down on him. Okay, now the meat is clean. I'm like, okay, period. The meat don't got no sin. That's what really motherfucking matters. So boom, you know, I started getting him some God. And I don't give him God for like 30 seconds. And then, you know, he proceeds to like to pull me up and, you know, put me on the bed. Not really put me on the bed, but like push me on the bed lightly. Because like I said, y'all, it's kind of giving bones just a little bit. It's giving bones just a little bit. So, yeah, I proceed to like softly fall on my bed. And, you know, he started giving me some head, which was trash. I ain't gonna lie. It was trash. I'm like, it was enough to get me hard, but if he was gonna do like a continuation, I would have never nutted because it was trash. I'm thinking to myself, is this man first time giving somebody some head? So I already got the lube and the towel already on the bed prepared, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I really position myself on the towel and I get into doggy because, you know, I'm after like a good 60 seconds of him giving me head just to get me hard. You know, I end up switching to a doggy position, you know, lubing myself up, and I'm like, okay, you know, I got a condom in the drawer. Can you get that condom? Because I had asked him, do he got a condom? Then Shaggy gonna proceed to say like, no, he don't got no condom. And I'm like, okay, like, how the fuck you don't got no condom when you knew what the fuck was going on? Because I feel like as a top or shit, even as a verse or a verse top, you should always have some condoms on you. No shade, you should always have some condoms on you. You shouldn't always expect your bottom or your verse bottom to have condoms on them. Like, even though you should bottoms and verse bottoms, like, or power bottoms, like, you should always have your condoms and stuff like that. Or my ladies too, carry you some condoms, because these motherfuckers be playing like, you the one who's pumping. You gotta put that on your needs. Why do I gotta provide you my condoms? You know, which I have it for emergencies. So, so boom, you know, I proceed to tell him to go get the condom out my drawer right there. And so he get the condom, you know, put the condom on, which, y'all, like, his dick was skinny. Like, let me tell you, like, he had a 6-inch piece. So, you know, it was a nice size, but, like, it was skinny. Like, it was, like, pencil. So, the condom really ain't go around his dick like that. So, looking at his dick, and he's like trying to put the condom on, like it's on, but it's not a tight fit, like at all. Like it's so much mad space. So I'm thinking to myself, like, oh my gosh, like what we gonna do? Because this condom not even fitting. And he's like, oh, you know, I could tie it. I'm like, tie it. So y'all, he proceeds to kind of like twist, like pull it up, like pull it taut on his dick, and like make like a little, not really a tie, but to like, I don't know how to really explain it, y'all. He pretty much like just twisted like the loose part up, like at the end of the condom. Not the end, but like by the whole part where you like pull the condom up, right? And like twist that part, like the rim. Is that what it's called? Like the rim, like twisted it and kind of like made a knot out of it. So it's on it now. It's taut and it's on it. And I'm kind of just like, wow, like this gotta be the skinniest skinniest penis I've ever seen. And the fact that this man, mind you, those condoms in there, the condoms that I had was not no big ass, like, you know, made for no 10-inch big ass dicks. Like, those some average condoms. So the fact that he had to pull that motherfucker and put that motherfucker in the knot, that's how skinny he was, y'all. It was really giving pencil dick. Like, a little thicker than pencil. Let's say marker dick. It was giving, grab you a motherfucking Sharpie, and that's pretty much how the girth of his dick. It was so skinny. Like, so skinny. But, you know, it was cute. It was, it was thicker than a finger. You know, like a marker. So I'm like, okay, cool. So, you know, I reapplied some more lube to, like, his condom dick now. And y'all, so this is the part that gagged the fuck out of me. So this man instantly, like, inserts himself, like, in me real fast and hard. Like, I felt like I was stabbed. So, you know, I fucking scream out like, oh my God, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But then he starts moaning, like, uncontrollably, like, almost like a fucking howl. He like, oh my fucking God. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck? So not only am I in pain, in confusion, and I'm also kind of just like, what the fuck? Like, is he? And then I look back, and you know, he's still howling, like, he's like coming down. And I'm like, did you just nut? And he like, yeah, I am so sorry. And y'all, so I didn't believe it at first. So, you know, I kind of pushed him back. And then I look, and baby, it's nut in the condom. Right, like, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck? Now, I done had men nutting 60, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. But I ain't never had a man nut instantly. I mean, y'all, I kid y'all not. This man put it in and instantly nutted. Instantly. I was like, what the fuck? So now I'm looking at him and he looking at me, and I could tell he embarrassed. Because, like, y'all, I'm sorry. That's embarrassing. Like, you could have at least did 60 seconds. That's not even a minute, man. Was it even, like, shit, it was a little bit over a few seconds. Like, you just put it in there. Like, you ain't even give me no pumps. Like, it was just that one thrust. I'm like, shit. Like, so, at this point, he takes the condom off. And, you know, he handed it to me. And then, you know, I'm looking at it. And I'm like, wow, this man really nutted. So, you know, I put on dress. I'm like, you know, that's fine. You know, we could do, like, multiple rounds or whatever. He's like, okay, cool. I'm like, you could go another round? He's like, I think so. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Look. That's, you know, I know my shit real tight. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, you know, I'm kind of like, damn, my shit must be real fucking good if this man nutted instantly. So I'm really starting to feel good. And, you know, I'm making him try to, you know, reassure him that, like, look, it's fine. Like, my shit is, you know, we laughing. And so now he feeling better. I'm like, look, you know, just give me, like, a hand job. Because, I don't know, I like hand jobs more than I like oral. Especially if you're not good at it. And since he gave me that little bit of head from the beginning, I was like, don't try to give me no head again. Even though I didn't say this, but I'm like, look, just go ahead and, you know, masturbate me, you know, look at my nipples and stuff like that, because that really gets me going. Like, y'all, I've really been into baiting lately. And baiting, y'all need to stop sleeping on baiting. Like, I feel like I'm really starting to become a side, no shade. So, you know, he starts giving me a hand job. But while he's giving me this motherfucking hand job, y'all, he's, like, talking. And not even, like, no sexy talk. This man is just talking, like, about random shit. Like, asking me where the fuck am I from. Asking me what's my fucking favorite food. Asking me who the fuck is on the picture, which is understandable. Like, it's a big-ass picture, like, of course, which, but at the same time, you know, he asked me when and where I got my motherfucking Legos, when I got my motherfucking lava lamps. Is that a fucking Lego plant? Like, oh my God, wow. What type of candle is that? Like, ask me all types of shit about my room. And my room is really not nothing like that. So I'm like, why the fuck did you ask me all these questions? Like, why are you giving me a hand job? So my dick can't even stay hard So this goes on for about 5 minutes. And, you know, I'm answering his questions and laughing it off a little bit. Because I'm kind of just like, okay, like, this man is very inquisitive. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like he possibly had autism. Because it was just weird. Like, motherfuckers don't normally do that. Not doing, like, intercourse. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So 5 minutes of this motherfucker just rambling. I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's just stop, okay? And he's like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, let's just stop. So, you know, I kind of like wipe the excess lube out of my fucking bowl. And, you know, I'm like, you need to tell me? He's like, no, I'm good. Because I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I put my clothes on. He putting his clothes on. Mind you, while we putting our clothes on, this man is still talking and asking me all types of motherfucking questions. I'm just like, yeah. You know, answering his motherfucking questions, shit. And I'm thinking to myself, like, oh my God, like, I gave this man a ride. But I'm thinking to myself, I should really make this motherfucker walk home. Like, a part of me was like, this shit was so trash, I should make you walk home. But at the same time, I'm like, ugh, that'd be so mean and fucked up if I made this boy walk home. You know what I'm saying? And something bad happens to him. Now I'm gonna feel guilty. So, I ended up giving this man a drive back. During the ride, he was steady talking and talking. I wasn't even saying shit. I feel like he can low-key peep that, like, I was feeling some type of way. He like, so at the end of it, he like, I hope I can see you again. I'm like, yeah, sure, like, we'll see each other again and stuff like that. Y'all, that man been messaging me on the Sniffies app and stuff like that. And I just don't be responding no more. I don't be responding. And, you know, that's the end of that with me and Shaggy. I'm like, I ain't never had a man nut just on one thrust. Like, usually if it's quick, like at least a few pumps, but like, it's like off of one thrust. That shit felt like an insemination. Like, what the like, what? I felt like I got turkey basted. Like, that was so fucking crazy. Good thing he had that condom on, though. Good thing he had the condom on. Because I'm like, I couldn't imagine. He probably would have nutted without the condom as soon as his tip touched it. Because that shit was so fucking insane. And I still reassured him, though. I could have really been a bitch and be like, oh, hell no. You gotta get the fuck up out of here. Because that was some whack ass shit. But anyways, y'all. Let me know in the comments, what's the quickest you ever made a man nut in the comment section? Or what's the quickest you ever done if you a top over there? Because I know I got some tops out here and stuff like that. But if you made through this whole video, baby, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and please hit that notification bell on the side so you will be notified the next time I upload. And I'm gonna catch you on another Prime Time.